PennsPeakRadio.com.
I've had the opportunity to see these guys before, and they're very, very good. We're talking about the Ultimate Eagles Experience, and on board here with me is Jason Manning, who is the lead singer, frontman. There on the stage.
One of the lead singers.
One of the lead singers, yeah, because there's a lot of you. Jason Manning with Seven Bridges Eagles tribute coming to Penn's Peak in the next week. Next Friday they'll be here, June 15th. And Jason, first of all, welcome to the show, man.
Thanks, man. Good morning.
And here you are, up early, you and me both. I don't know, kicking out the cobwebs already at 10 a.m.
I know it, yeah, and you got an hour on me. I'm Central Time, so I'm 9 a.m.
Oh, jeez.
So this is like almost a record.
Getting up this early.
One more hour earlier, and I would have just stayed up.
So, Central Time, where are we talking? Where's home for Jason Manning?
And right now, currently sitting, calling you from LaGrange, Texas. How.
Wow. And what brings Seven Bridges to LaGrange, Texas?
We actually were down in Texas doing a couple of shows. We were in El Maton National Hall on Friday, and Saturday night we were in College Station, Texas, playing a big festival at our Starlight Music Series in College Station, home of the Texas Aggies.
Nice, man. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
The show is the ultimate as far as the Ultimate Eagles Experience. I've had the opportunity to see the real deal, and I've had the opportunity to see you guys a couple of times right here at Penn's Peak. It is absolutely incredible. What you all do on stage, so that's a testament. Yeah, man. Why? How did it all come together for you guys? For you and the rest of the guys on the stage.
I joined back in 2007, and that's back when we were still under the name Tequila Sunrise.
Yeah,
toured with them for a year, and then our band leader at the time, Paul Sidoti, went to go work with a very little-known country artist at the time, a girl who we never thought or, never knew if she would make it, Taylor Swift. So that proved us wrong. She's the biggest entertainer in the world now. Mm-hmm. 4 years later, still going strong. So 2008, that's when Paul went to go to work with her, and at that time we reformed. Same guys, four of the same, the six guys in the band reformed into Seven Bridges, the Ultimate Eagles Experience, and 4.5 years later, here we are.
How about it?
We're touring more than ever. The show is better than it's ever been. We added a new Joe Walsh and a new bass player, new Tim Smith and Randy Meisner a couple of years later, and we're doing 75 to 100 shows a year and going all over the country. It's awesome.
Yeah, you guys are everywhere, and a little bit of background information on Jason Manning as Glenn Frey on stage, but a degree in communications from Texas A&M.
Yeah, I know it. Can you believe that? I actually have a college degree. I'm still doing this.
And did you ever
tell people I'm a communicator?
And did you ever thought that you'd end up playing or doing this, or that it would ever have gone this far?
You know what? I hoped it would. I got a degree back several decades ago, and did being from Texas, I'm the only guy in the band that doesn't live in Nashville. That's where we're based out of, and I did actually live there for 10 years. And but yeah, I've been putting out original music, and that's the cool thing about this group too is that every guy in the band, either songwriters, producers, some of the guys play with other major label artists, and we all do other things. But this is our main thing that we do as far as music goes, because it's A, it feeds our families, and B, it's such a fun show because it's rock, it's country, it's disco, it's everything, and the show never gets old, and it gives us the opportunity to pursue our dreams as songwriters and producers, and and not be gone 200 days a year from home.
Yeah, right.
So it's really kind of a perfect scenario in the music business. So and be able to play in front of. Last week we were in Northeast Ohio and played for over 4 shows. We played in front of over 70,000 people.
It's crazy, man. That's unbelievable. It really, yeah, and it's very good. I can tell you that, and I've been talking about these guys with the upcoming shows that we do have here at Penn's Peak. Seven Bridges Ultimate Eagles Experience next Friday, the 15th. Trust me on this one, guys. The only people when I say trust me, the ones that don't believe me are my two ex-wives. But everybody else, look, you can trust me on this one.
You know what? We love Penn's Peak. It's probably one of the finer venues that we play indoors. The production is amazing. The room itself has just got a cool atmosphere to it. Mm-hmm. It's like being in a giant log cabin.
Yeah, it is. It's a big one. Yeah, for sure. A giant log cabin is right.
Cool. We always look forward to coming back. It's great, and we love Pennsylvania. We do a lot of work up in the Pennsylvania area and have over the years, and we really enjoy getting back into there.
Yeah, it's. I'll tell you what. These guys are very, very good, and you can see it on stage. How about what's the? You get these tribute bands. A lot of them, and believe me, the ones they do latch onto here at Penn's Peak. I mean, they do their homework here. That they do, and they get the best of the best. Every time I get a tribute band on board, and talking to you, Jason, I mean, the original members of the Eagles, you run into them. What do they say? What are they talking about with the Ultimate Eagles experience with you guys?
We've met those guys, or a few of them here and there. Bernie Leadon, original Eagle, Randy Meisner. I've never met Glenn or Don myself, or personally, the guys never met those guys. The Eagles basically are Glenn and Don, and at this point, everybody else is kind of a side guy, Mm-hmm. But we definitely respect their music and everything they've done. The 40 years, this is their 40th anniversary this year. Take It Easy came out in 1972.
Yeah.
And they are just bigger and better than they've ever been,
Yeah, they're still at it, which
amazing how the staying power. You want to talk about lasting. And they took, 13, 14 years off?
Yeah. Yeah.
Kicked back with a vengeance.
Yeah, how about it? And that's true. They all laid back for those 13, 14 years and still at it. But I'll tell you what, you guys and what you're going to see, for those of you that are listening to this, the Ultimate Eagles Experience, Seven Bridges, next Friday night right here at Penn's Peak. It's a good one with Brian and Doug and Keith and Race. That's an interesting first name, Vernon, and of course Jason Manning. All these guys collectively together are very good. I don't know how else to say it, but very good.
The difference between us two and other Eagles tributes and other tributes is that we do. That music is so intricate, and we do everything authentic. We don't track any vocals or bring in any extra embellished stuff.
Good point.
Everything we do is authentic. And we're the only Eagles tribute, really in the country that does that. We don't use backing tracks or harmonizers or any of that thing. And when there's six guys standing in front of a microphone singing, there's actually six guys singing on the microphone.
Yeah, it's. I'll tell you what. The first time I heard you guys, it was first time was the Tequila Sunrise.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the first time. And then, of course, went through the name change. Reason behind that, maybe?
We did that because we didn't know at the time that Taylor was going to be such a huge superstar. Mm-hmm. He was kind of just getting going, and Paul kind of wanted to have something to fall back on, and it was his band, his name, and we just kind of made a gentleman's agreement that in order to not confuse people, that we would change the name, change the promotion, the website, the whole 9 yards, right. So that if for some reason he had to ever fall back on, because he had spent 3 or 4 years building that name and that brand.
Yeah.
And so he just decided he didn't want us to continue to tour under that name. because he couldn't be there and couldn't be kind of hands-on.
Right.
So,
and fair enough. I mean,
a gentleman's agreement saying, look, if we'll just continue to do what we're doing, but we'll change it all up.
Sure.
And, same guys, basically. And,
yep.
Put it under a different name.
Yep. And
brand.
Yep, and understandably on Paul's end. I mean, understandably so. But I'll tell you, absolutely crazy good these guys are, and I can't wait to see y'all here next Friday, and certainly continued success for the rest of you guys. sevenbridgesband.com is a website. It's worth a look as well. Everything from tour dates, meeting the band, finding out exactly what Jason looks like, since he's the guy talking. Where are the rest of the guys? Are they all sleeping?
They actually just got back. They spent all of yesterday traveling back to Nashville on the bus, and so out there, they're probably, most of them are probably still sleeping if they hadn't already gotten enough sleep on the bus.
Yeah. There you go.
They're paying bills and washing clothes to go out on Wednesday. So.
There you go. Anything
turn around and keep on going.
Yeah, don't we all? So, how about maybe a memorable moment, maybe for all of you? I mean, any surprise attack from a fan, or anything that went on, maybe down there in Texas, or anything that recently happened that you might be able to share?
One of the I was just thinking about memorable moments from Penn's Peak. One of the times that we played there, I think it was when we were still Tequila Sunrise. There was a huge storm, of course, being up on kind of a mountain. And right in the middle of our show, there was this huge, I think the building actually got struck by lightning. And the power went completely out. I mean, and that place in there is pitch black dark when the power goes out. I mean, it was, and so there's 1,000 people in there. We're in the middle of take it to the limit. And boom, you hear this huge boom, and everything went black. And then about 30 seconds, everything was off, and then the power came back up, and we're standing there, and they're looking at us, and we're looking at them, and I just counted it off, and we went right back into the song exactly where we were when the boom and the power went off. It was like it never stopped. We got a standing ovation. And I don't know. We didn't plan it that way or anything, but it was just really cool. I mean, how we just the part exactly where we were in the song, where I just counted it, and boom, we went right back into. I think we were in the chorus, maybe.
That's hilarious.
And that was really cool.
It's all fun stuff. Listen, some good memories from guys that are on the road. There's always good ones, and I'm sure a hell of a lot more juicier ones too. But we'll leave that. We'll leave that for the book.
You guys are characters too. And that's what's so great about Seven Bridges too, is that it's such a great hang. Every guy in the band has their own personality. And we entertain, the one thing about the Eagles is they're all so amazing, but they just kind of stand there, except for Joe Walsh, of course. He's the character of the group.
Absolutely.
If you can imagine 6 Joe Walshes on stage with Seven Bridges, we all bring that certain little something to the table. Every guy portrays whatever character they're playing, me being doing the Glenn Frey, I do everything he does on stage to the note, electric guitar, 12-string, acoustic, 6-string, whatever it is. And it's fun. It's fun that way. They have the show down so concise that we're able then to entertain, and it's just so much fun, really. I think we have more fun than the audience does.
That's awesome. Well, you know what? It shows on stage. It really does. And it's been a while since I've seen you guys, but we'll look forward to Seven Bridges Ultimate Eagles Experience next Friday right here at the Peak, man. So it'll be a good one, and we'll say hi to you backstage. Usually I do some house cleaning stuff on the shows, so if we see you floating around, we'll come up and say hi.
Cool, man. I appreciate it.
Listen, safe trip, and honestly, you guys are very genuine, and we'll see you here next Friday when you all roll into town.
Cool, man. Appreciate it.
Listen, see you, Jay.
All right.
Bye.
PennsPeakRadio.com